The 2017 FAB Racing British Minibikes Championship gets underway here at the South Wales Karting Centre at Llandow. And before racing started earlier in the day, I caught up with Cool Motor Racing's Managing Director Crispin Vittoria to ask him about some of the changes for this season. Crispin, 2017, another exciting new year. Lots of changes this year as well. Just talk us through some of them.
Yeah, so it's great. A lot of the hard work we put in last year is coming to fruition this season. So we've got the teams branded up, our British Superbike teams all branded up, the bikes, the leathers, so they're really looking the part out there, as you'll see in your footage later. We're going to some new tracks. We've got Tashel, Lincolnshire. We're going to Gleneagles up in North Wales. There's a beautiful track up there for the very first time. And very excitingly, Donington Park are letting us race on the Melbourne Loop for our final round of the season in October, which is amazing to inspire these young kids to be racing on one of the big boy tracks. You know, it's so they're all very excited about that, and a great sort of climax of the season being at Donington.
And it's very exciting to see so many rookies this year. I think we've got 28 registered, which is a big number. That's the biggest there's ever been, and it shows how strong the championship is. And of course, that's good news for motorcycling generally, BSB moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the rookies is a gauge to our success of how we're getting on. We're spreading the word. We're only sort of dipping our toe in the ocean yet with what we can do, but the fact we've got 28 rookies, which is a record number signing up this at the start of the season, is absolutely fantastic. It's a gauge that we're getting the word out there that you can get involved in this sport, that it's accessible, that we're keeping the prices down, and that if you've got that interest and excitement, come down as a family. It's a very welcoming paddock. You know, come and have a lot of fun. A great weekend out, especially here in South Wales in the bright sunshine. It's awesome.
Yeah, and of course, if people are looking at this and thinking, well, how do I get my kids involved? How do I find out more? I guess they can always come down to the paddock. It is a very friendly paddock, as you say, and a lot of the dads, mums and dads, will be happy to spend some time and talk to them, tell them what's involved.
Absolutely. Just come down and watch it, watch them race, come and speak to the kids, come and speak to the parents, come and speak to us. If you wander around the paddock, people will chat to you. People will help you out because you're not going to know everything to do with the bikes straight off. So they'll help you. People lend you parts. So everyone's willing to help each other to get into the sport. It's very, very friendly. Come down and watch. Come and have a look. Go on our website. You can see that you can get involved in the Scott Reading Academy, where you can go and get on a bike for the very first time indoors, get some one-on-one coaching. That's the best way to get started. Get your comfort levels up indoors, and once you're ready, then you can come as a rookie to join us and race for the first time.
That website, coolfabracing.co.uk. Go on there and find out everything you need to know. There are 3 races in each of the 9 classes during the weekend. We're bringing you race 3 shortly, but before then, here are some of the junior personalities. Eddie, very exciting for you, riding for Bournemouth Kawasaki JG Speedfit this year. How's it been going for you so far?
I think it's been going well. I think we'll have many opportunities to come, and yeah.
Okay, and we're at Llandow this weekend, of course. You've raced here before. Do you like the track?
Yeah, I love the track.
And how's testing been going for you?
Good. I qualified second in the second qualifying, but not so good in the first qualifying.
Okay, well, the race to come. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm really happy and really excited to be riding for them this season.
Great opportunity for you, I know, and you've done them proud already because you're on pole in 2 classes. You put it on pole in Junior LC 40 Pro and Minimoto Pro as well. So good start so far?
Yeah, it's been a good start. We've been fast all weekend.
And race 3 coming up that we're going to be filming. What are you hoping for that? I guess it's got to be, well, double win, is it, to start the season?
Yeah, just to get a good start and go from the start.
You're from Scotland and we're in South Wales. How long does it take you to get down here?
7.5 hours.
Okay, but you're used to that, I guess, because pretty much where you live, it's always a long journey.
Yeah.
Casey, it seems to me like you've been racing since you were 3 years old, but another season this year. How old are you now?
9.
Okay, so you're 9 now. What do you like most about racing?
The good battles and good competition.
Okay, and what do you hope to get out of this season? I know you've done very well in previous seasons. What are you hoping for this year?
Loads of podiums and another championship.
Okay, and you riding the same Mini GP 50 that you were riding last year?
No. It's a new one, but we're just getting it set up.
Okay, well, race 3 coming up. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Karish, you've been in Minimoto previously, but you moved up to Mini GP 50 during the winter. What sort of testing have you been able to do and where?
I've been in Kingsham every Sunday. I have just practicing like really hard.
And how have you found it? How have you found that transition from a bike that's just a twist and go to one with gears?
It's been good, but it's been difficult at the same time. But then it just gets automatic steering like in seconds, and I find it really easy now once I've been on it like a few times.
Okay, and you're from Swansea, of course, so fairly close to Llandow. This will be your local track. How's it been going for you this weekend so far?
It's been going really well this weekend. I've had a 57 in qualifying, but then I had a 51 in my race, and I qualified 9th on the grid, and I've came 9th in my first race I did.
Okay, well, race 3 coming up. Good luck.
Thank you.
The first race of the 2017 Cool Fab Racing season is for Minimoto Rookies. Commentary brought to you by Motorsport Radio's Alex Raby.
On to the third round of heat races at the opening round of the 2017 Cool Fab Racing Minibikes Championship here in South Wales. Now we've got a vacant slot on the pole position, with non-championship rider Ruben Sherman-Boyd electing to avoid the championship squabble and going to the back. And that's going to give other riders around those positions on the grid a real opportunity to seize an advantage here. Riders just settling in, about to go out for their warm-up lap. So far we've had 2 races in the AC40 Rookies category, which is first out for the third round of heats, and both of them have been won by Jamie Woodcock, who immediately takes a significant advantage in the championship standings of 14 points ahead of Orlando Phillips, who sits second in the standings but has to start off P5 on the grid. That was all he could manage in qualifying. Really tight in the top positions so far, but Jamie Woodcock has managed to streak away from the start in each of the opening 2 races in the AC40 Rookies category, and will be trying to do the same again here as the riders disappear away for their warm-up lap. Jamie Woodcock will effectively assume the pole sitter's role because he'll be leading them round. Ruben Sherman-Boyd having moved to the back of the grid after qualifying on pole, having finished 4th in the second race. Ruben Sherman-Boyd just wants to avoid the championship squabble. A non-championship rider from Ireland who races regularly in other championships in his homeland, who won't be competing in the full series in 2017, and has elected to just try and avoid those battles up front. Those battles up front so far today have featured the 69 Harrison Crosby, the 25 Carl Payne, who finished 3rd last time out, Orlando Phillips, who's been lightning from the starts, and that's really helped his cause with 2 podium finishes in the 2 races so far. Ben Jolliffe has been consistent, he's there or thereabouts as well in the top positions, and Luca Hopkins has also been a double top 10 finisher here so far. This is the 3rd race. Of course, points in terms of the championship are scored in each of the 3 races in each of the 10 classes that are participating here in Llandow this weekend. Those points added together in terms of the championship, and then we do also have an overall winner for the weekend in each class based on the top scoring rider in each category. At the moment, that's set to be Jamie Woodcock with 2 wins out of 2. He starts on P2, effectively the front runner, with Ruben Sherman-Boyd, as I said, moving to the back of the grid. P3 on the grid, that's Harrison Crosby. Runner-up first time out, had all sorts of mid-race dramas last time around and ended up finishing in 9th position. Would like a cleaner race this time out on the 69 bike. Alongside him on the second row, it's the 25 Kyle Payne. He finished 3rd last time out, as I said, a podium finisher in his second race, didn't finish first time out. 3rd row of the grid with Orlando Phillips. Watch for a fast start from him. He's been electric from the starts so far here today. Ben Jolliffe alongside him. The riders watching for the lights and getting ready to go. We're underway. Not a particularly fast start from Jamie Woodcock, and they're 3 abreast heading down into the first turn as all sorts of position changes go on for 2nd and 3rd positions. Orlando Phillips not quite so sharp away this time around as he was in his opening effort, and it's Jamie Woodcock, who was the only rider off the front row of the grid who had an easy time of things really away from P1 effectively. 2nd position on the grid but with no one alongside him, and it's Woodcock who's out in front. Now he was able to blast away in each of his 2 previous efforts to lead and head towards the 25 championship points, and he is the current championship leader in the AC40 Rookies category. This is the 3rd race of the day. Woodcock, though, under some pressure as they come through the dell for the first time, with Woodcock leading the way. There's a train of about 6 or 7 riders, all more or less together, as they come onto the longest straight here in Llandow. It's the Hanger Straight, at the end of which is one of the heaviest braking points down into Raymond's, and another series of position changes, this time positions 2 and 3 swapping and changing. It's Woodcock who leads the way on the number 17 bike. Second place is with the 27 bike of Orlando Phillips, so another fast getaway. I don't know what it is about first laps for Orlando Phillips, but he's the master of them. He managed to make a move stick on Carl Payne down into Raymond's to move up into second position at the end of the opening lap. It's Woodcock who leads, Phillips in second, Carl Payne in third, Luca Hopkins in fourth position, all 4 of those within 1 second of the current race leader, Jamie Woodcock, out in front. Woodcock has broken 0.3 of a second clear then. Phillips still in second position. Kyle Payne it is in third. And it doesn't look at the moment as though that lead position is going to change. Woodcock has been able to control races brilliantly in his 2 efforts so far. Orlando Phillips, though, has been released, if anything, a little bit quicker this time around. He's not quite got it right there, though, and Carl Payne is trying to find a way through. He's got the momentum coming on to the Hanger Straight, and it's Carl Payne who's making up ground. Jamie Woodcock goes defensive, blocks out Orlando Phillips. Payne not quite alongside, and a bit of a race on for 5th and 6th positions as well, as Woodcock looks over his shoulder and sees that there are 3 other bikes right on his tail. 0.6 of a second separating the top 4. Woodcock in front, Phillips second, Payne in third. He almost found his way up the inside of Orlando Phillips there, coming off one of the trickier parts of the circuit through the dell and onto the Hanger Straight. That's where the riders really want to get it absolutely right. Dialed in to find the speed down the Hanger Straight, and Payne wasn't able to get the speed on advantage down the straight on Orlando Phillips, and remains in third position for now. Woodcock, Phillips, Payne and Hopkins, the top 4, all separated by 0.6 of a second, as I said. At the end of the last lap around, we've got a really close fight for the top 2 positions. Woodcock from Phillips working their way through the field. Payne battling back, looking to the inside line once again. Second and third the closest. Woodcock's got a good view as he looks over his shoulder. 2 riders right on his tail. Kyle Payne in third position, trying to find a way past Orlando Phillips, but no change in the status of this race as Woodcock leads the way from Phillips in second, Payne in third, Hopkins dropping slightly further back last time around in fourth position. Jamie Woodcock with a new personal best out in front, just extending his leading margin, but there's really great pace being shown right down through the field within the top 10. There's loads of riders putting in a good stint here, and Ruben Sherman-Boyd, who, as I said, was starting right at the back, is already up to 13th position and lapping faster than all of the riders right the way up to 5th place. So it's Woodcock in front, 0.2 of a second clear of Orlando Phillips in second. He's got his hands full with Carl Payne, who's had a couple of goes at finding a way past into second position, and that's not going to stop here. Payne looking for a way through. Phillips holds the line. Again, the inside line is with Carl Payne. This time he's got it around the outside and onto the Hanger Straight, but will Phillips be able to find his way back through? It looks as though Phillips has reclaimed the position. So it's Payne who has the advantage on the twisty stuff, but it's Orlando Phillips who certainly has the pace advantage down the straight, and he has reclaimed second position and may even go after the race leader here, with Jamie Woodcock still looking over his shoulder, aware that Phillips is right on his tail. Phillips, Woodcock and Payne all setting 1 minute 1.7s on that last lap around, and in fact their times matched by Hopkins and Crosby behind, so the front 5 are all going together in a group which Harrison Crosby is trying to join. He's the one who's a little bit isolated in 5th position, and then separate battles further down the order for 6th place, but they're 8 seconds back now from this front 5, the elite peloton pulling clear in race number 3 in the AC40 Rookies. Woodcock in front, 0.2 of a second clear of Orlando Phillips at the end of the last lap, lap number 4. We're at half race distance here, and Woodcock is having to go defensive. Phillips looking around the outside of him, is going to try and get the momentum as they come through lap traffic and onto the Hanger Straight, and Woodcock has been held back, and there's riders either side of him. Phillips is going for the outside run on the straight. Watch out for Carl Payne as well. It's Orlando Phillips who's hitting the front, and Carl Payne is trying to take advantage as well. Woodcock holds second position in line for his first defeat of the day. Can he go back after the new race leader, Orlando Phillips, who, working his way through tricky back markers there, has snatched the race lead and a 0.4 of a second advantage over Jamie Woodcock, relegated to second place. Third is with Carl Payne. Luca Hopkins still in touch in fourth, and Harrison Crosby still on the tail. In fact, setting faster lap times last time around than 3 of the riders in front of him. Only Orlando Phillips going faster than Harrison Crosby at the moment, who sits in 5th. The 69 bike trying to take advantage of the squabbles up ahead of him to join the back of the queue. At the front of the queue, it's Orlando Phillips, the number 27 bike, leading the way ahead of Jamie Woodcock in second position. Woodcock was the fast starter and the winner of each of the opening 2 races, but he's going to have to work really hard this time around if he wants the checkered flag, because he's going to have to make an overtake. He hasn't really had to do that so far today. He's led each of his 2 opening races from the front. Still in line to remain championship leader, it's Jamie Woodcock. Orlando Phillips, though it is, holding it up out in front. Second place still with Woodcock. Payne looking to the inside, coming off. Raymond's can't get the power down early enough. Woodcock holds on to second position. Phillips still under pressure. The front 5 in fact, all setting new personal best laps to come over the line once again. Line astern, Phillips, Woodcock, Payne, Hopkins and Crosby all closely packed. Crosby the only one dropping back slightly. Even his new personal best last lap around couldn't keep him up with the front 4. So the front 4 now starting to break away from Harrison Crosby in 5th position. And it's Orlando Phillips who looks set to continue the trend. He was 3rd in his opening race, 2nd last time out. And in race 3, he looks set for victory to complete the set of different positions on the podium. From P5, Orlando Phillips, who had a superb getaway. He's now pulling clear out in front ahead of Jamie Woodcock, who's under some pressure still from the 25 bike, Kyle Payne, who sits in 3rd place. Woodcock looking over his shoulder. Payne is gaining ground. Can Payne find his way past down into Raymond's? He's stuck on the outside, and Woodcock moves the block, still holding on to second position, but dropping alarmingly back now from Orlando Phillips, who heads into the final lap looking good for victory as they encounter back markers coming through the hook for the final time. Orlando Phillips still in front by over half a second with a new fastest lap of the race last time around. It looks as though first position is settled. Woodcock and Payne is where the race is. 2nd and 3rd places, the 17 and the 25 bikes. Luca Hopkins in 4th position has dropped over half a second back from the battle up ahead of him now. It's Phillips in front. Woodcock still in 2nd place, waiting for the riders to head down towards the back straight. That's their last big overtaking opportunity. But it looks as though Orlando Phillips has settled this one down. What a superb day it's been for him. 3rd position in his opening race, 2nd position in the 2nd race, and now heading towards the victory. Still plenty of mileage in this race though, as we head towards the back straight for the final time. The race leader Orlando Phillips under some pressure from Jamie Woodcock. Has he got time to make a move? He's going to go much wider into Ravens. He's going to try and sweep back, but it's not going to work out for him. And Orlando Phillips becomes only the 2nd different winner in 3 races in the AC40 Rookies. Phillips wins it ahead of Woodcock. Payne takes 3rd, Hopkins in 4th. No position changes on the final lap, and Luca Hopkins and Harrison Crosby both drop back from the top 3, so no doubt about the podium positions in the end. Jamie Woodcock leading the first half of the race, but he got caught up in back markers. Phillips was smarter through the traffic, cut his way past, and Woodcock had no answer from there, despite really attacking on the last lap there and making up some ground on Orlando Phillips. He wasn't close enough to land a blow as they came down the hanger straight, which I suggested was going to be the crucial moment for Jamie Woodcock as to whether he could get the pace coming off the dell and try and make a move down the inside of the hanger straight. He wasn't close enough to do so. He swept to the outside line. Phillips made no mistake, and it's Orlando Phillips who takes the checkered flag in the 3rd. The top 5 finishers in race 3 in the AC40 Rookies: Orlando Phillips, Jamie Woodcock, Kyle Payne, Luca Hopkins and Harrison Crosby.
Orlando, congratulations, a full scoop for you. The medals even match the colour of your suit as well, so well done. Talk us through the race there, that race 3.
I got a really good start, then I just got about 1 position, and then I started to pick off Kyle, then Jamie, then I was first in the race, and then I just won it.
Great day for Orlando Phillips, his first ever win in the championship. Coming up after the break, it's Moto Team and Pit Bike 140.